Time for baseball on the show from the bank, Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Today we've got a contest out of the National League East between the Washington Nationals and the Philadelphia Phillies. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next, Jake Arrieta, a Missouri-born right-hander, gets the job of starting pitcher here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, coming on now to pitch is former NL Cy Young Award winner Jake Arrieta. Good fastball, 95 to 97. Great overhand curveball and a straight changeup. Former Cy Young Award winner. If he brings his A game, it's going to be a long night for the hitters.
Oh, and a nice changeup that time gets him to swing right through it as the leadoff man is down on strikes to open up the ball game. A moment now to take a look at the visiting Washington Nationals. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, you better look out for that cleanup spot. He's hitting over 350 in road games coming into this one, and it just seems like he comes ready to play. Maybe he really likes sleeping in hotels, or maybe he thrives off taking it to the home crowd. But whatever it is, it's working this year.
In now is Adam Eaton. His history with Jake Arrieta. He's totaled 4 hits in 20 at-bats. Curveball looked at here for strike 1. Shaping up to be a pretty nice day for baseball. 69 degrees here at first pitch. Eaton is one of those prototypical left-handed bats that really excels against right-handed pitching. Sees the ball well coming from that side. There to take it in is McCutcheon now for route number 2.
Batting third, the third baseman, number 6, Anthony Rendon.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and the next hitter will be the right-handed bat of Anthony Rendon. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here, 0-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle, scooped up on the backhand. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. So a fair. Coming to the plate now, Gene Segura. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Phillies, the shortstop, Gene Segura.
First pitch of the at-bat. Fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Swinging a soft liner, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the Phillies get a man on to start out the inning.
Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they wanted to. Lead off single in the bottom of the first after their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board. Boys are flying around.
Into the box, Cesar Hernandez. He swings and grounds it to short. Flip of his glove for 1. On to first, a double play. A moment now to check out the hometown Phils starting lineup. Mark, daytime baseball at home. What do we need to know about these guys?
Well, Matty, the old cliche goes battlers, grinders. I know it gets old saying that, but that's the exact description of what this lineup presents today to the opposing pitcher. They do not strike out. He is going to have to grind. He is going to have to keep the ball in the ballpark, and his defense is going to have to be on point.
Here's Bryce Harper now. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that out.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch, and the inning is over. Phillies go down quietly there. We are still scoreless. be the 4-hole hitter, Juan Soto. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Breaking ball stays high and misses for a ball. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see two different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
The first baseman, Matt.
Well, you look at his numbers, and there's no doubt he's faring much better against lefties, hitting better than 400 against them this season. And when you see swings like this, you can see why.
Strike one to start the at-bat. And he takes strike two.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And the run will score as the Nats are off to a 1-0 lead.
Boy, Dero, so close to getting the strikeout there. Needed to make one more pitch and didn't throw a good enough breaking ball there with 2 strikes.
Yeah, and that's what you pray for from an offensive standpoint. You try and pick up that red spinning dot that constitutes slider coming in there, and then you hope it doesn't fall off the table. He was able to get himself inside that baseball and get a ribby hit.
He'll step in here at 275. Still without a home run and 7 driven in. Segura for 1. On to first, and they get them both.
Batting 7, the right fielder, number 3, Michael A. Taylor.
Now at the plate, Michael Taylor. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. The pitch. Too high, 1-0.
Well, that's not where he wanted that curveball. It kind of backed up and stayed in. That can be effective sometimes, but it usually doesn't have the same hard bite.
Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. That gets down, and the inning will continue. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Gomes, a former member of the Cleveland Indians. He was acquired via trade last year.
Yeah, this guy's fully settled in with this ball club right now. Knows what the manager and coaching staff expect from him. Is not taken aback by anything. He's been through the spring training process and gotten to know everybody in this organization top to bottom.
There's Segura. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Only 1 in the inning for the Nationals. On now to the bottom of the second. The Nationals are out in front here, 1-0. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. Now that's popped up. Kendrick waits on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
So here's how the Washington Nationals are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at Yan Gomes, catcher. Calls a really good game. Pitchers seem to love throwing to this guy. And don't get it twisted. He can run into a 3-run homer as well.
First pitch on its way. Unable to find the zone with the slider. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Eaton is after it. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Batting 6, the center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
Here's the the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. His career batting line with Patrick Corbin. He's a .333 hitter. Line to the right side. Taylor is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. Phillies down on just 4 pitches. They're down 1-0. So here now's the pitcher, Patrick Corbin. 9-1-2 due up. Third inning starts with a slider that's looked at here for ball 1.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down and in unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. There's a breaking ball that he didn't quite get on top of. On the ground to the right side. Hoskins grabs it cleanly, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Trey Turner.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up one of the fastest players in all the land, Trey Turner. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. This is line to left. McCutchen is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
The center fielder, number 2, Adam Eaton.
Now at the plate, Adam Eaton. He flew out in his last at-bat. There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ran one in on him there as this is hit softly to third. Barehanded at his knees. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly.
Now batting, third baseman, Anthony.
Well, when you're making that throw all the way across, you've got to make sure you gather and fire, because if you don't, the ball will sink on you. Looked like he tried to finesse that one a bit too much, and they'll hit him with an error.
0-1 the count. Left side. The easy way to Hernandez to retire the side. Nationals leave 1. They lead it 1-0.
We're back now as the Phillies prepare for their at-bats here in the 3rd inning. And this lineup has been terrific for this club all year. They started the day leading the league in team batting average. And talking with some of the players during batting practice, I got the sense that they are very aware of that fact. Some smiled and nodded when I brought it up. Others told me they know they have a bunch of talented hitters, and that gives confidence to everyone on the team, including the pitchers, that they've got a great chance to win every time out.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Phillies, the third baseman, Michael.
First offering on its way. A bouncer to the left side. And there's 1 away. So 1 gone now as we give you a look at where these 2 teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. Settling in now, JT Realmuto, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. High fly ball out to straightaway center. After it is Eaton. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
Batting 9th, the pitcher, Jake Arrieta.
Digging in, Jake Arrieta. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here comes the first pitch. And he fouls this one off. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. Line, that's a base hit into left field.
Hey, guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
Gene Segura standing in. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line towards center field. Eaton is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Phillies strand one. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Digging in for his second at-bat, Juan Soto. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
Juan Soto.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. And the Nationals get a man into scoring position. It's a leadoff double.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Here's Matt Adams now, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. A base hit in his first trip. Working for the punch out and the offering. A bullet to first base, and the runner gets back. No double play.
Now batting, second baseman, Howie Kendrick.
So striding forward now, Howie Kendrick. Kendrick waiting, now the pitch. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Arrieta sets. Here he comes 0-1. And he misses with it 1-1.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
But right at the shortstop for the second out.
The batter, the right fielder, Michael A. Taylor.
In now, Michael Taylor, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Looked like the curveball slipped out that time. Taylor, an imposing right-handed figure at 6'4" tall. He was taken in the 6th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
3-1 the count now.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
And the count will be full. Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time in the inning. Stepping in, Cesar Hernandez. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
The second baseman.
Here comes the first pitch. Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1. Line drive to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out. So with one away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the two starters here in the 4th inning. And as you can see on your screen, both starters topping out at 91 miles an hour. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. And a slider misses here. 2 balls and a strike.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game. Now the 2-1 pitch.
hit hard on the ground to the right. Kendrick's got it. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The first baseman, number 17, Hopkins.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in a perennial MVP candidate for years to come, Rhys Hoskins. The first pitch is hit pretty well out to right. Back goes Taylor to the track, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. Phillies down in order. They trail this one 1-0. So stepping in, Yan Gomes. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Yan Gomes.
And this is lifted to shallow center field. Hernandez calls for it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
1 gone for the Nationals in the 5th, and that sends Patrick Corbin to the plate next. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Well, now that we're midway through this one, it's safe to say that runs have been at a premium, and both starters, doing it in different ways, have turned in excellent performances.
Dan, you could speak to this. Obviously, 2 different ways to skin a cat. One's a finesse guy, working all 4 quadrants, keeping guys off balance. The other a flamethrower coming right at you.
Yeah, it's been a story of like 2 different styles of pitches, but both getting the same thing. Both throwing strikes early, keeping the ball down in the zone. As you touched on it, there's more than one way to get around through a lineup, and we've seen one guy with power and one guy do it more skill and finesse.
Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking his zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got 2 quick outs, and now he's got this guy down 0-2.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington, but they're on top 1-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Gabe Kapler during the commercial break about the Phillies offense. And he told me that they have to find a way to be more patient at the plate. 7 of their at-bats have resulted in first pitch outs. So he said they need to find ways to get better pitches to swing at early in the count. That or change their approach and work themselves into deeper counts where they might get more chances to hit a mistake pitch. Either way, they're looking to make adjustments down here. Matt?
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Eaton is under it. 1 away.
Now batting, center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and that'll bring up the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. Pops this one up. Turner ranging into the outfield, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
At the plate, Maikel Franco. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First offering on its way. Slapped hard the opposite way. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The batter, the catcher, JT Realmuto.
So coming to the plate, JT Realmuto, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's set, and the pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Taylor is there, and he makes the catch for the second out. So it's first and second with 2 men gone. And that'll bring up the pitcher, Jake Arrieta. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Hit down the third baseline. But this is foul for the first strike. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Swing and a little blooper to center. Coming in on it is Eaton, but he can't get there, and this might tie up the game. And the run will score from second as this ball game is tied 1 apiece.
For Philadelphia.
And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Two men on, 2 out, and that'll bring in the middle infielder, Gene Segura. From the stretch, here's the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Eaton on the move. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. The relay. The tag, and he is out at third, and with that, the side is retired. So 2 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. 5 innings complete. Phillies lead this one 2-1. Back now for the start of the 6th inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run-scoring opportunities. With just 1 hit with runners in scoring position in the game, you can understand why he feels that way. But he also says he likes the way his guys are responding to the adversity. It seems as though they're keeping their energy and mood up. So we'll see if they can start coming through with some big hits as we go forward.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The third baseman, number 6, Anthony Rendon.
Digging in to try it again, Anthony Rendon. No hits to this point. First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Ready once again, Juan Soto. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Liner in there for a base hit. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. Throw into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. Not every day that you see a ball come off the bat like that one did. And looking at it again on show track, we see it a lot faster than it came in. 113 miles an hour. Couldn't have hit that one much better than that. Into the box now, Matt Adams, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. Runner around second now, headed for third. Now he's safe at third as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game.
The second base.
That's why you have to put a team away any way you can. They've got 2 outs, almost out of the inning, and with 1 swing of the bat and some speedy base running, the game-tying run scores, and the go-ahead run is now standing at third.
Here's Howie Kendrick. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Grounded to first. Played on the backhand. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nationals get a run courtesy of the RBI triple through 5.5, and we are tied 2-2. Digging in now now for Philadelphia, Cesar Hernandez.
Leading off
0 for 2
Phillies,
from him so far in this one.
second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
First pitch of the at-bat. Fouled off.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Now here it comes. Out into right center. Well hit. He's around first, heading for 2. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Oh, this is a great way to start the inning. Now the go-ahead run is on second. A base hit away from coming across. I know it's only the 6th inning, but you'd love to claim the lead right now and let your bullpen carry the load the rest of the way.
And now Bryce Harper, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Oh, and 1 the count to Bryce Harper.
No ball.
A wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball for the second baseman, Kendrick. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Now batting, first baseman, Reese Hoskins.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Reese Hoskins. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Yeah, give me the same at bat. As you stride to the plate right here, give me the same execution. Just get something in the air. You got a chance to take the lead right here. Don't try and do any more.
Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Good manufactured run right there. Lead off double, move him over with the ground ball, and just put the ball in play and let him come home. Make scoring runs look easier than it actually is.
Ready for another chance? Andrew McCutchen. He'll try and start things over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground ball. He's able to ride this one high and deep toward right center. Eaton going back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Man, at bats like this make every hitting coach happy. This is what they all preach. Stay inside the ball, stay behind the ball. You can see he lets this one travel deep, then just inside outs this thing off the right center field wall. That's some rare power there and a little bit scary to opposing pitchers.
Stepping in now, Odubel Herrera, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Comes set, the 0-1. Hit out towards second. And that's through into center field. Base hit. The throw to the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
You know what I like right there, Dan, is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much, just taking it right back up the chute again, staying within himself, and just knowing that anything to the outfield gets him an RBI.
Now, that's a good piece of hitting. That's a great point, Dero. I think a lot of times hitters go up there trying to do a little bit too much. Sometimes you just have to go ahead and hit the ball where it's pitched, and a good job, and a run batted in.
Number 30.
On his way out to the mound now is the Washington manager, and he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. 5 2/3 innings of work on his final ledger, as he was not particularly sharp from the get-go here. The 0-1 delivery just does manage to get a piece there, as this is bounced foul. Herrera, the runner at first with 2 gone. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 7th inning coming up. Phillies on top, 4-2. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. It's on to the 7th inning now with the Phillies out in front, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Michael Taylor is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Front door curve is taken. Strike 2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
And it's fouled away. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Yan Gomes is at the plate now, and he takes a called strike. There's a breaking ball that he didn't quite get on top of. 7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. Bounce to first. Hoskins gathers it in, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The pitcher, number 30, Coda Glover.
Wilmer Defoe will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Number 1, Wilmer Defoe.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Line towards center field. That gets down, and the inning continues. So the speedy Trey Turner gets a chance following the base hit.
The batter, the shortstop,
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Harper giving chase. Now this will rattle up against the wall. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
1-2 now to Adam Eaton.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one.
Just a sec now as that ball finds its way into the outfield, a base hit. But it's offline. He scores. And this ball game is tied here in the 7th.
Now batting, third base.
Into the box now, Anthony Rendon. And he's 0 in this one, batting out of a 3 spot. Swung on by Rendon, and this is sent to deep left. And as Nationals fans have heard before, see you later. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 4th home run for him on the season, and it's now 6-4.
Well, everyone knows that it's hard to keep that sharp curveball late in the game, and you could see that he just hung that one up there, and he paid the price. The good news is he worked late into the start. The bad news is fatigue might be finally showing.
Juan Soto is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. 2-0 now.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
4 runs here in this half inning. And this one is over, and he works the count back to 2-2.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard.
Hit well again down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Juan Nicasio will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Harper on the run. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So it's 4 runs on 4 hits here, no errors, and no one left on base. Bottom of the 7th now. Get up and stretch here in Philly. It's the Nationals 6 and the Phillies 4. Wander Suero gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Stepping into the box, JT Realmuto. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Rip toward the gap in right. And this one will bounce into the wall. And the Phillies are able to get things started with a leadoff double.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
Nick Williams will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 5, Nick Williams.
A ball and no strikes. Realmuto stands at second with no outs. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Soto is calling for it. And that's the first out of the inning. And the runner not tagging will retreat to second base.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Segura.
So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Gene Segura. He's 2 for 3 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Liner toward right center. But this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the second out.
Now back, second baseman,
Digging in, Cesar Hernandez. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. He's set. Here it comes. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
That curveball is a pitch you have to get on top of, or else it'll take off just like that one did.
Four runs, 10 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. That's lifted the other way out to left. Soto is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Vince Velasquez has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Striding into the box, Matt Adams. 2 for 3 for him so far, including a triple. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a ball, 1-0. count, even at 1-1 to the Nationals' first baseman.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
Fouled away.
Great job right there, scrambling a nasty breaking ball off the plate.
Lifted down the line in left. McCutchen on the move. He's there and records the first down.
Now batting.
Visiting Nationals holding the lead here in the 8th as you get a look at our line score to this point in the game. Into the box, Howie Kendrick, his lifetime line against Velasquez. An impressive 4 for 7. 2 of those hits were for home runs. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. But this will land untouched. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
The right fielder, number 3, Michael A.
So 2 down now in the Washington 8th. And that means batting next will be the center fielder, Michael A. Taylor. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. That's 2-0 now.
It's never advantageous to fall behind 2-0 as a pitcher, but if you're going to do it, it's far better to do it with a guy down in the bottom of the order. Time for a challenge fastball right here, though.
Both teams with an even 10 hits in the ballgame. In the air, down the line in left. McCutchen on the move. And he makes the catch in the corner. Nationals gone in order. They still lead it 6-4. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Kyle Bearclaw is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Coming to the plate now, Bryce Harper, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch coming, here it is. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Eaton going back, still going back. Into the shrubbery and gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center, and this will make things interesting at this point. It's now a 6-5 game.
Wow, that's a tough one. Certainly not the way you want to start your day as a relief pitcher, giving up a home run.
The first baseman, number 17, Rhys Hoskins.
Standing in now, Rhys Hoskins. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. Robles moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. Here's Andrew McCutchen now. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance. First pitch of the at-bat. Lined hard toward right center. And he will run this one down, moving to his left, and that's the second out of the inning.
Boy, talk about getting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented the tying run.
Now here's the pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent, beware.
The 1-2. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Gomes has it, and the throw to first ends the inning. But the Phils draw a bit closer thanks to this solo home run. 9th inning coming up. It's tightened up a bit at 6-5 now. Now at the plate, Yan Gomes. His lifetime line against Velasquez. He's 1 for 5. First offering on its way. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
That pitch was right down the heart of the plate, but obviously this guy had made up his mind on the on-deck circle. He was taken all the way, and he was going to zone him up.
And there's ball 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
When you're leading by 1 run, you want to do everything you can to add to the lead and give your bullpen a little breathing room. It makes a big difference, so double here goes a long way towards making that a real possibility.
Victor Robles digging in now as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Trying to add some padding to their lead in the form of that run standing out there at second base. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
The 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Pulls this one in the air out to left. McCutchen is under it, and that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 7.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Trey Turner. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat. No balls and a strike to count. Front door curve is taken. Strike 2. Gomes leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. But quick hands over there at third as he takes it for the second out.
The center fielder, number 2, Adam Eaton.
Digging in and looking for more, Adam Eaton. His lifetime line against Velasquez. He's 0 for 5. Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to...
This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. And a big RBI there as the run scores from second to make this a 2-run game now.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a 1-run game where every pitch is so important. You're 1 pitch away from a solo.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for the Nationals. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. Nationals on top, 7-5. Sean Doolittle takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 63.
Ready for another shot now, Maikel Franco. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Leading up.
First pitch coming, here it is. Here's a high pop-up. Adams is there, and that won't help the cause. It's a quick out here to start the home 9th.
Now batting, catcher, JT Realmuto.
At the plate, JT Realmuto is career line with Doolittle. He's 1 for 5. ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit out towards second. On to first, and now the Phillies are down to their final out. Aaron Altair will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Aaron Altair.
And that misses, ball 1. Two-run game, last of the ninth with 2 away. Well hit to right, but a foul ball. Hard hit ball to second. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right.
And that fires me up right there. What a clutch AB, a 2-out single to get the tying run to the plate. That's all you can ask for.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Gene Segura. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
And that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
All right, Dan, as a former closer right here, you get 2 quick outs in the 9th inning, and then you give up back-to-back knocks. Are you 1 pitch away? What are you telling yourself?
You know, sometimes the hardest thing to do, D-Row, is to get that 1, 2, 3, 9th inning.
Hold on now. That ball is down and could score a run. And the run is in to score from second.
Hey, D-Row, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
Bryce Harper will stand in yet again, and he, of course, has had one of the big blows in the contest so far. This was back in the 8th, as this solo shot proved to be a very important run in this ball game. Backhanded. Throw in time, and the ball game is over.
Well, that's just a great job of battling on the road. They fought all the way to the end, took the lead in the top of the 9th, and secured the W in the bottom half. That's a great team win.
And this afternoon's closes at a 1-run game, 7-6 today. The Nationals.